Hello guys and welcome back. So this time a lot more has happened, and it's been a week since the last one. Was the other one, the one before this was filmed weeks ago really. I think I missed out 2 weeks, so I do apologise about that. I was just busy. So the 2 silage bales have been moved in here, out of the way, but in the way of the rake, but they'll be gone soon. So just a little catch up. Obviously all the bales have gone from here. Telehandlers on the pallet forks, because just been doing a bit of topping this week with the 8340. This bale needs to be fed to either the sheep or the cows, as it's gonna rot and it's just sort of sat there. Yeah, not much has changed down this end of the yard. An update on the Volvo, it has sold, just waiting to be collected. As you can see, it's in mint condition because, well, I put a lot of money into getting it sort of restored. It didn't really need much, just needed a spruce up to make it brand new. Lick of paint on everything. New mud guards, because the old one had well, on this side I think it was, had a massive crack along. So I got that fixed. That light was broken. She didn't have a plate, so I've obviously had to put a plate on that now. So yeah, I think I roughly got about what I sort of expected. I actually got quite a lot for it. Obviously I got a lot more than what I paid for it originally, because it wasn't in mint condition. But yeah, so now someone else can enjoy it and it won't just be sat in the shed. I mean, I'm going to miss it. Obviously I didn't really do many jobs with it, but it was just nice to have. But yeah, so I've sort of parked it here, so if they ever come down the lane, they know what they're looking for, near the entrance. Not much has changed around here. Chickens, I've got a couple eggs, so I need to start selling them when they got a bit more. The grass here is growing back. This bit of grass needs to be sort of trimmed a bit. I'm going to try and mow a bit wider this time, because as you can see, I only did this little bit, and it's slowly growing back like halfway compared to the fully grown grass. The yard's looking a mess here, which isn't what I want. I want it to look somewhat nice, because obviously when I first moved here I had to put all this there, because originally it was one pile, and then I just got every bit of rubble and whatever, and put it all there. I believe where those piles of rubble and sand and whatever, there was a shed in the past, I do believe. So yeah, so we're going to use a flail mower, and we're going to try and trim lift that up there. We're going to try and trim over here. Now it's on an angle, so it might not work, so I'm going to have to use a topper. I'm hoping it'll work. Yeah, it is good. Just to sort of expose the concrete again. I'm not trying to sort of flail the grass area, because I want to keep as much as I can just where the concrete bit is. Make it look a bit less overgrown. That's kind of the plan, as I did with the rest of the yard. So just this small bit here is what I should do. And there we go. So I'll just get out and have a look at that. Yeah, looks a lot better than it did before. Obviously I would have tried to get around the tank, but wouldn't really have worked. But yeah, so I'm hoping to sort of start off here, go round towards the chicken coop and then look down. So there's a whole bit of grass here will be cut, so we hopefully get a couple more bales. Can't really go too close to this, and obviously got the rocks, so hopefully get them removed. I am looking to get a digger, a mini digger, just for little jobs really, and then we can move this. I'm thinking of putting a bit of concrete or something here, and then we can park the bale trailer and the bailey here, and then this can just be grass. I feel like I'm not really bothered about the piles, to be honest, so they can stay. This rock that way, sort of towards the house, is going to be it's going to stay the same. So the pile and this rock are going to stay, and then from this rock to the other rock will be hopefully taken out. So this one, and then hopefully try and find someone who's interested in this, get that moved, get rid of this rock, and then I can have a bit of a bigger field, I guess, to sort of work with. And yeah, so contractors are doing third cut during August, so they've sort of very kindly designated a field for me. So basically whatever they get off that field will come here at some point, whether that be during August or not, and it'll hopefully go in here, hence why the buck rake's in here. And that's what I'll be feeding to the cows, and I'm hoping the bales will go to the sheep. I do also need to get either the contractors or myself to do it. I've never really done it before. Probably get the contractors because I have a different baler. I don't really like having the baler doing the baling and the wrapping all in one. I'd rather have a bale wrapper, but currently I haven't really found one that I'm interested in really, because I have the money to obviously sell that and get one I'm actually interested in. It's just finding that, and obviously now I've got to sell the lorry, so get a bit of money there. But I'm hoping I can get some straw bales off this, so instead of it just wasting in the ground, I put it into swaths. And if I can't get a baler in time to replace the current one, it's a bit big for me anyway, then I'll get the contractors in, or someone with a round baler, and then that'll be for bedding. So I'll just put this the flower back and see it in a minute. So you join me here at the cow shed. I need to get a bit more feed to them. As you can see, calves are loving life, jumping about. I would love to get them out. Although I think it was the other day, I sort of tested, I just let them free roam in this field because obviously there's nowhere they can go. And it was a pain to get them in after that because obviously it's a big field. I used, well, some feed, basically had it on the quad. I managed to get them in. I managed to get them gathered up, sorry, but getting them in was the hard bit. So that door was the one I had open, and then I opened this door and thought if I open both, you'll either go through one of them, and then shut the one they didn't go through, basically. Managed to get them in, bit of a pain, but yeah, so if I can get this fenced off, they can graze out here for the summer. Probably not likely, or I can even just whack a couple of troughs up here somewhere and let them graze a bit of it, or the whole thing. And then obviously this can be for the winter, because currently it's a bit of a pain putting fence posts in on an angle, especially with how the cow shed is sort of, as you can see, it's not leveled at all, and it's just simply, I don't think it would ever be leveled. So, but it would be nice to get them out and just let them have the field. 57 12 is here with the bale spikes, as gave them obviously one of the silage bales. I don't know whether to keep her here. It's either going to be that or the fast track that'll stay here. and I think the fast track would probably be better in the main yard, because all this is here for was to bring the cattle trailer here, which has already done that. So I think we'll bring this back. We're going to have to sort of go down here, because obviously, as you know, the skid steers are there now, but 5713S would be probably better there, as the cows are going to need it more than the sheep, really, because all you have to do is top up the sheep probably once or twice a week with water, give them a bale, last a week, you know. But whereas with the cows, you have to load up the, actually I'll just go through the garden, you have to load up the straw blower, you have to feed them a bale, you also have to you know, you have to feed them silage as well, so you need some sort of tractor there. So it's probably best that that stays there. Lawnmowers haven't been doing much. I'm thinking of having the push mower, mainly being the one I use here, and then the ride-on going in a shed somewhere, or just somewhere where it can sort of be out of the way, if that makes sense, and only used for big jobs, because I don't really need it. But obviously if someone has a big garden that needs mowing, then I'll know where the ride-on is, and it's just rusting outside. I've also just had a text saying they're on their way, or they're about 5 minutes away, so I'm just going to end the vlog here. Obviously sad to see the Volvo go, but you know, hopefully someone else can enjoy it. So that's it for this one. Bye for now.